questions will be answered here on that horse Dance Hero in picture there. You can't miss those colours, can you? Chris Muntz, he looks well. He's trialled brilliantly for Gay. And she, as I spoke to her yesterday at Random Week, is really confident of the stable starting to fire up again and some of the big guns coming back in. Line going around, the odds-on favourite, Dance Hero, at $1.40. And his main dangers are Nawoff at $8.20, Stella Dancer at $9.40, and Frozen Valor at $8.40. They start to move in. Let's head to Ian Craig for race 1.
Wide out, they're off this time. Uber came out just a little slowly and Dance Hero flew. And Dance Hero opens up a length and 3/4 on Baldarjan, followed closely by Nawoff. Gaze on improving, and so too is Frozen Valor as they sort themselves out. Baldarjan going through the middle. Then follow orders Stella Dancer, followed by Flying Flute and Uber wide out and Absolute. Down the side they travel along to the 650 and Dance Hero steadied. Leads more than a length. Frozen Valor now off third, Gaze on fourth, and then Baldarjan follow orders, followed by Stella Dancer. Flying Flute is second last, and Uber brings up the rear. Dance Hero travelling sweetly and has increased his lead as they come around the corner to 2.5 lengths on Nawoff under the whip. Frozen Valor a length and a half away third, and then Gaze on a good margin follow orders, but inside the 300 and railing beautifully Dance Hero put 4 lengths on Nawoff, a similar margin to Gaze on, followed then by Frozen Valor. But all systems are go now for the Magic Millions with this fella Dance Hero. He's absolutely blitzing his rivals in the first, and he's a very smart horse. Dance Hero wins it. Second is Nawoff, third Gaze on, and the photo for fourth is very, very close. Frozen Valor with Stella Dancer, followed home by Uber, and then Baldarjan, followed by follow orders, and Flying Flute was Absolute.
Well, he lived up to all the potential there. Thanks, Ian. Dance Hero at $1.40 and $1.04. Nawoff second. And Gaze On has put some value into their exotics, those who took first fours and trifectas. He looked good, didn't he? And onward and upward now to the Magic Millions. Dance Hero. The wraps on the horse. That's off there at Sandown with a promising Zabil horse, Wakel, the favourite at $2.50 in front of Strafford. Leading Monarch and Run for Glory, and Will Costas given a chance too. Okay, about to move him in over the 1600 on what looks to be a lovely day at Sandown, and here he is, Matthew Hill for race 1.
Chris Kearns joins us from Sky Racing as well. Thank you, Chris. Interesting day today. 8 races. The thrice handicap kicks us off over 1600 metres for the 3-year-old Colts and Geldings. Favourite on the tote, Wakeel at $2.50. I can tell you, on track it's been a firmer late as well. Some late money for Wakeel. It's the solid favourite. Second pick on the tote straight. 1600 metres, set for the opener. Sandown Lakeside track there, ready. Signals there, and they're racing in the first. Now, Strafed was one of the worst out and is drifting back early. Run for Glory on the inside began okay. Wakeel in the black and red is hunting across as well, and Will Costas not too far away. Surround Glory fourth on the outside as they link onto the course proper. Strafed next on the inside, a length and a half away, leading Monarch and Jose Amigo last of the 7. Now, finding the front, the favourite is Wakeel, one off the fence, 3/4 in front of Run for Glory the inside, and Will Costas third the outer, 2 lengths away. Strafed on the inside of Surround Glory. Jose Amigo second last on the inside of Leading Monarch. Continuing down the back, and the speed is not overly strong at the 1,000 metres. Wakeel in front by a half length, Will Costas. Here's a run from Surround Glory around the outside, 3 wide to put some spice into it. They're 2 lengths in front of Strafed, one off the fence in 4 now. A length and a half away, Run for Glory on the inside, 2 lengths Leading Monarch, and Jose Amigo last on the inside. Surround Glory leads, Will Costas only a nose away now, 2 lengths Wakeel box seating on the inside of Strafed. The fancied ones racing together. At that point, Wakeel got off the fence, and Strafed is now 4-3 wide. 2 lengths away, Run for Glory on the inside, and towards the back of the field, Leading Monarch and Jose Amigo. Will Costas goes for home at the 400. Will Costas put up 2 lengths now. Surround Glory second, Wakeel and Strafed down the outside, but it's Curry and Will Costas out in front by 2 lengths. 2 in second placing, Strafed, and also Wakeel chasing. It's Will Costas at the 120, still about 3 lengths in front of Wakeel and Strafed the outside, but Will Costas at the 50, he's got it 1, and Will Costas takes it by 2 lengths. Strafe second, Wakeel third. Poking up on the inside, Jose Amigo should get fourth from Run for Glory, Leading Monarch, and 2 lengths away, Surround Glory last of the 7. Will Costas, Luke Curry, Lee Friedman, always on the speed, stalking the leaders. When Surround to Glory went up at about the 900 metres, Will Costas, Luke Curry wasn't far away, went for home. The two elects in the race strafed and also Scahill chased, but they couldn't catch it. And it's been far too good, Will Costas. And at the finish, a comprehensive win. Time in the frame after the first at Sandown, 1:37.5, 1:37.5. And the numbers going up into the frame now, 3, 5 and 2. 3, 5 and 2. Will Costas strafed and Scahill. Will Costas by Lake Coniston. Out of Maybonnie, Luke Curry and Lee Freedman. Its second win from 6 starts. Second in the race going to Strafe, Darren Gauci and John Hawkes. Third to 2, Scahill, Noel Callow, Lee Freedman. Officially fourth was the top weight in the race, and that was Jose Amigo. So it's 3, 5, 2 and 1. 3, 5, 2 and 1 in the first event. And we've got a couple of sectional times up on the board here. 11.92 the last 200 metres for Will Costas. Now searching for totes. Here they are. 3 Will Costas, 8.90 and 3.70. 5 Strafe to 2.20 and 2 Scahill, no third. Quinella 20.60, the exact of $50.30. And the opening trifecta in Melbourne, 352, $84.80. Race number 2, the Club Plate. Take out number 6, North Fox. Noel Caddo aboard number 5, Missile. And the next at Sandown at 1:30.
All right, Matty, thank you. And, well, the Freedman stable on fire, but not probably the one the punters were mostly wanting, and that was Scahill. But Will Costas performed beautifully and has put 2 back-to-back. And that young man is riding very well, Luke Curry. But Commands Nothing is the clear favourite there in front of Red Dove. Now, Gawler and the outsider Tingorana.
Number 2 Commands Nothing, the favourite, on, well, actually equal favourite now, just drifting a wee bit, and Red Dove has joined us. So 2 and 12 are equal favourites, well clear of number 6 Bella. And we're set for action. This is race number 2 from Rosehill Gardens. Starter goes up onto the stand. Racing this time, and Impose, one of the best to break the line, commencing quickly. Commands Nothing to lead, and Carlucci wider out from Diamonds and Pearls, and then comes Bella Command, All Knowledge, followed by Destiny's Dream. A length to Chalkboard, and then Astuteness and Red Dove. A length further back, Carnapali, Malakay, Larvae and Rose and Miss Glitter. Down the side they sweep. Good battle for the lead. The flashy Chestnut Impose just in front of Commands Nothing. A length away third is Carlucci, Destiny's Dream very wide out. Then Bella Command on the outside of All Knowledge, Diamonds and Pearls. Chalkboard out off the track from Red Dove, who's badly in need of a runner. Then Carnapali, Larvae and Rose from Malakay. Astuteness second last, Miss Glitter's last. They straighten up now, and Commands Nothing is a clear-cut leader. And a length and a half the break on Impose, who's racing greenly. All Knowledge likewise. Bella Command is into the clear to go after Commands Nothing, and Chalkboard very wide from Diamonds and Pearls. But Beedman pulls the whip on the Canberra filly. Commands Nothing. She's in no danger. Second is Bella Command. Carnapali late, but Commands Nothing wins it brilliantly. Bella Command second. Carnapali's run third, and then All Knowledge, Chalkboard, Red Dove, then Diamonds and Pearls, Larvae and Rose, followed by Miss Glitter. A long margin, then Carlucci, followed by Malakay, Destiny's Dream, and Astuteness and Impose were the last 2.
They said she was smart, and she is, thanks Ian. Commands Nothing. Barbara Joseph has another very good filly in the stable, and she burst away from them there with Darren Beedman, looking very, very smart. Bella Command running a nice race, and probably Carnapali will get third. We'll have that confirmed shortly. It should be 2-6-17 after the running of race 2 on the card there today from Rosehill.
Let's join Darren Tyquin.
And favourite Sofa Loafer. $3.45, $5.40 for Talenta. Cash will do it around the $6.30 mark, just arriving at the gates now. Will be the next to go in, and Methodical will be the last by the look of it. Methodical coming up. 1,400 metres a journey. Racing now. Sofa Loafer began nicely down near the inside. Methodical bounced out quickly. So did Izzy over on the outside, and charging between them now Snappy and also Cash'll Do. So they're going very fast in the leader. Scene Stealer was midfield of the 1200. They'll been followed then by Future Glory. 2.5 lengths away, Talenta and Haldane as last of all as they drive down the back now, and they've got the best part of 1,000 metres to go. And the leader is Snappy over on the inside, a half a length in front from Methodical. Sofa Loafer, Lee's got it into the box seat over on the inside in 3. They'll be followed by Cash'll Do, who will not settle up on the outsiders, tossing the head about ferociously in the air at the 800 metre mark. Then Future Glory, who's back along the inside. Is he sneaking a little bit closer for Michelle Payne, the outside, a length and a half then to Scene Stealer, who is followed by Talenta, who's out the back door over on the inside, and going around the outside of those now is Haldane. Coming down to the home turn, they've got 500 metres to go. Snappy is the leader by a half a length over Methodical on the outside, and poised behind them Sofa Loafer. Izzy is right there, and Haldane for Cara Waters is making a lightning fast move, albeit very wide, and the track is coming right around them in an attempt to loop them as they swing for home. Snappy, the leader, was slipping a little bit, was Methodical. Haldane right down the outside, and Scene Stealer coming through in the middle from Sofa Loafer. Scene Stealer's hit the front, on the outside Haldane, and battling on then Snappy, and Talenta absolutely flying. Scene Stealer, Talenta, Scene Stealer's won it from Talenta, a barnstorming finish. Then Sofa Loafer, Snappy and Haldane, followed by Future Glory in behind them. Methodical got into all sorts on the home turn. Then came Izzy, and back of the tail was Cash'll Do, who pulled too hard to figure prominently at the finish. Scene Stealer has done exactly that for Lindsay Hoffman, and that'll give Lindsay a great thrill to win the Linda Jones Classic of 2003. Number 10, Scene Stealer, storming home in the middle of the track. Haldane was a big run, wasn't it? Trying to loop them, coming down to the home turn, came out a million wide. And look at little Talenta coming with a great finish on the outside. I thought for one hop she might be able to catch them, but the post arrives too soon. Scene Stealer, the winner, over Talenta, and Sofa Loafer poking through there. Yes, gets third from Haldane.
Yes, Scene Stealer was just that, and it is pretty close for the miners. One out wide will probably get there, but nice win to Scene Stealer after the Linda Jones Classic there from New Zealand. At Doomben, the runners are heading to the start. 270 about Scene Stealer over Talenta, Sofa Loafer. 12.60, 54.10 and 108.80, the 10.82 trifecta.
Give him another run, but he's just done so well, and when 2-year-olds are well, you've just got to put him in, or else they'll injure themselves in the paddock.
Yeah, no, spot on.
We're just about there. Stand by for a start. Favourite Russian Delight, $4.20. First starter for John Hawkes, drawn the inside. Blue and yellow, red sleeves. Now they're set to go. 1200, second race at Sandown, racing on the lakeside track today. Ready, signals there, and the stalls are back. Russian Delight on the inside was one of the quicker ones away. Barely a moment's going forward with Spirito. Vista de Largo not far away. Travelling around the outside, Missile to a clear of fifth with the orange cap. 2 lengths Ratchet on the inside. And then came Maximisation, Game Reason. 2 lengths General's Dynasty. And last of all is Douro Valley. Spirito found the front off the back section. It's Spirito at the 900 metre mark, leading by a length and a half, barely a moment. Russian Delight third on the inside of Vista de Largo. Missile is 3 wide, 2 lengths Maximisation, Game Reason, Ratchet. General's Dynasty is second last, and Douro Valley last of all. To the 500, Spirito's gone hard and puts up 3 lengths, barely a moment now. Then Missile 3 deep. In the centre of runners, Vista de Largo with the red cap. Russian Delight railing the inside. They swing at the 350. Spirito in front by 2.5 lengths, barely a moment. Russian Delight down the outside. General's Dynasty from last in the orange, making up ground, and they were followed next in the field by Ratchet. Spirito in front, but barely a moment now is coming out after it. Spirito at the 150, 3/4, barely a moment. 2 lengths General's Dynasty, barely a moment, strikes the front though at the 50, and barely a moment comes away to win it by a length and a half. General's Dynasty second, Spirito third, 2.5 Ratchet fourth, and then Game Reason, and then came Russian Delight, Maximisation, Vista de Largo, Douro Valley, and the last one to finish was Missile. Barely a moment, 8.50 and 2.60 for Mark Zara and Tony McAvoy. A first starter by Gilded Time out of Lady Dana. 2 goods. General's Dynasty, who settled last, has made up good ground to finish second, and Spirito, who led them up for John Keating and Karen Fox, weakens into third. Time about to be posted, 1:11.9. 1:11.9 is the rough time for the 1200, with the second number we await on. but barely a moment in those famous colours. The white, green sash, black sleeves and black cap. Was a slight drifter on track. In the end, the $8.50 you get for Super Tab figures was value, and it was a strong win. Completed numbers in the frame 1, 10, 8 and 7. 1, 10, 8 and 7, the numbers after the Club Super Vobis plate. Second going to number 10, General's Dynasty, Reese Wheeler, Brian Cox, and third to 8, Spirito, John Keating and Karen Fox. All right, let's chase up some dividends for you. Here they come, one barely a moment, $8.50 and $2.60. 10 General's Dynasty at $2.50 and 8 Spirito at $1.70. Quinella 33.20, the exacta $73. The 110.8 trifecta $397.30 and the running double 3 and 1 $79.20. Our next race, the Impacera Handicap race number 3 for the fillies. At 10 minutes past 2, we have a riding change. Number 7, Mostara, is Luke Curry. And blinkers off the first time, number 12, Set Dayen. On race number 2 at Sandown, 1, 10, 8 and 7.
1, 8, 2 and 6. Look, Ergonet just lacked a little bit of match practice. Pretty slick. Actually, I picked up...
Hang on, sorry. Race 4, Fairy Queen.
Yeah, it's a nice pickup. I spoke to Michael this morning. Michael rode one of his last 2 starts on it. And she can put herself straight in the position. There is speed in the race, so she can either be right there or just off him. So, and Steve, the fellow who owns it, Steve Lowe, said he's got a good chance, been working well. So.
All right, and then you've got Hot Symbol in race 6 for Jamie Bales.
Yeah, it's not a bad race too. There's plenty of speed horses in it. He's run a good race here last start in Eagle Farm. He's just got nutted down.
And talking about her, here she comes now. Ergonet, Dan Beasley riding for Randwick trainer Robert Pearce. And Ergonet lines in, and we'll soon see a start. This is the 3rd of the day at Rosehill. Racing, Ergonet got the best of the start and goes straight to the lead from Loisette. Third is Template, 4th Air of Grace, followed by Blue Sitab, and 3 lengths to the rank outside of the last chimes. Ergonet steadied, and after travelling 350 odd metres, Ergonet's lead is a bit more than a length. Second posse Template, Air of Grace on the inside of Loisette is a little deep, and poking between Air of Grace and Loisette is Blue Sitab, and a length and a half to the last chimes. Working down the side of the track along towards the 600 marker, and the well-tried Ergonet shows the way, but a length and a half in fact on Template Loisette. Air of Grace over on the inside. Blue Sitab is next to last, and Absolute the last chimes as they begin the swing around the Rosehill home corner. And Ergonet being held together leads a length. Second posse Template, Loisette wider out. Air of Grace the rails over Blue Sitab, and the last chimes is Absolute at the 300. Beasley now goes for Ergonet. She sprints away. Ergonet put nearly 2 lengths. Air of Grace on the inside of Template from Blue Sitab and Loisette, but it's Ergonet in front. Air of Grace can't get near her, and she lands some nice wages here, Ergonet. It's Ergonet all the way from Air of Grace, Template and Blue Sitab, followed by Loisette, and Absolute was the 200 to 1 pop the last chimes.
Rated nicely in front, thanks Ian, by Dan Beasley. Ergonet 260, 170 over Air of Grace and Template, so 1, 6 and 8. Gee, they're sunbaking in New Zealand. Now, Ask the Dancer 295 favourite here for this 12 having his second run. Now, Ergonet, Dan Beasley at Rosehill with correct weight, 260, 170 over Air of Grace and Template, 420, 790, 1890. They're moving in well at Doomben.
3 runs back from a spell now. Number 8, Opio Miss, is in. And also you ride Lewinsky the first time today. He's a good galloper when it's on song.
By for a start. Third race on the Lakeside track. Signal. Ready to go, and they're racing. Set Dayen from the inside was slow. Adios Del Rio began quickly with Flying Camplin. Dan Zilch is driving through in the red cap, and Thunderbell the inside. Mostara out wider. After 200 metres, Adios Del Rio found the lead by a half length. Mostara improving now. 2 lengths away, Scarlet seen to a clear third around Flying Camplin, and Thunderbell the inside from Dan Zilch. Flip out next on the inside. A length and a half away, Opio Miss, followed by Trattoria on the outside of Set Dayen. Peru Lane second last, and Cyclone Sylvia last of all. Moss Tara took it up towards the 900 metres. It's Moss Tara 3 lengths in front now. Vadios Del Rio, 2 lengths Scarlet Scene. Next along the inside, Thunder Bell, followed by Flying Camplin. Flip out on the inside of Dan Zilch, 2 lengths Opio Miss. Set Diane in the blue next from Trattoria. Then Peru Lane and 2 lengths Cyclone Sylvia. Up towards the home corner at the 600. Moss Tara would be 6 lengths in front. Adios Del Rio, the chaser. 3 lengths Scarlet Scene, followed by Dan Zilch. 3 wide in the red cap from Flying Camplin, Thunder Bell. 2 lengths Opio Miss, and they were followed by Flip Out. At the 400, it's Moss Tara, the leader. Still by 5 lengths, Adios Del Rio. Thunder Bell, the inside from Scarlet Scene, in hot pursuit from Flying Camplin, Flip Out. Moss Tara getting the staggers. It's Moss Tara at the 200 metres. Still about 3 lengths in front of Adios Del Rio. Thunder Bell, Scarlet Scene, Moss Tara walking. Scarlet Scene and Opio Miss coming. Moss Tara stopping. Scarlet Scene, Opio Miss. Scarlet Scene, Opio Miss. Opio Miss from Scarlet Scene. Thunder Bell gets up for third. Moss Tara got the stitch. It's in a photo for fourth with Peru Lane, followed by Set Diane, Adios Del Rio. Trattoria out wide. A gap in the field. Dan Zilch, Flying Camplin, and Flip Out towards the tail, and one more, Cyclone Sylvia. Opio Miss at 370 and 170 will get this from Scarlet Scene in a good driving finish. We await on the numbers, but Opio Miss over the top. A double for Tony McAvoy. It's first win from 8 starts. A double also. In fact, Matt Pumper rode the winner of this. Of course, Mark Zara rode the other barely a moment. So Matt Pumper aboard Opio Miss in this third race. Getting up to beat Scarlet Scene, Darren Gauci, Brian Mayfield Smith. And Thunder Bell, number 2, has got third for Ryan Martin. So the numbers 8, 9 and 2 with Moss Tara, who went hard for Luke Curry and stopped to a walk in the last 100 metres or so. It's 8, 9, 2, 7 has finished fourth, and that is Moss Tara, 8, 9, 2 and 7. With fifth in the race going to number 11, Peru Lane. The time 1:31.1. 1:31.1, but did it well over the top of them. Opio Miss, that's, as I mentioned, its first win from 8. Placed at Bendigo in a maiden 2 runs ago and beaten 2 lengths by Go Ruby Go here on the Lakeside track last start. So the maiden does it, and it was a drifter on track. It was the second favourite behind Thunder Bell, but too strong. Before we leave you, the totes on 8, 9 and 2. 8 Opio Miss, 370, 170. 9 Scarlet Scene, 210. 2 Thunder Bell, 170. Quinella, 1370. Exacta, 2160. The 892 trifecta, 62.40. And the running double, 1 and 8, $28.30. Matt Pumper brings the winner back, Opio Miss. The fourth, the Anna Karlovna handicap, take out 2, 5, 9, 10 and 13 at 10 minutes to 3.
Matt, thank you. And there is Matt Pumper, who timed his run to perfection there on Opio Miss. And a good day for the McAvoy stables. Signed in top swing as well. Beat Charm View. Frank Cleary trains. It's it's had very bad luck in a lot of its runs. Drawing at Sandown, 370, 170. Over Scarlet Scene, Thunder Bell, 1370, 2160, 62.40 for 892. At now, runners will move in shortly at Rosehill. Gilded Youth has been kept very steady all along here at 280. Out a little island swing. Little Elsa, pretty steady, $4. Nagoya has had late support.
Slipper. Michiamo. Now, that was a good run the other day.
It was, Larry.
Meters. Set. Racing this time, Mystical Magic landed in front from the inside box. Darcy Vargas Island swing away well. Wider out is Manitar, followed by Lil Elsa. Then comes Gilded Youth. Pratted very wide from that deep draw is Nagoya, second last Red Aspect, and Mimes is last. Not that far between first and last at the 750 and Island Swing tackles and noses Mystical Magic. 2 Manitar, followed by Darcy Vargas. Going up on their inside to shade them now, Little Elsa the grey, and then Nagoya trapped on a limb. Gilded Youth has got 2 behind him, Red Aspect and Mimes as they near the corner. At the 500, and Mystical Magic with the inside running is shading Island Swing a length and a half to Little Elsa, getting away from the rails now. Darcy Vargas on its outside, and then Gilded Youth, and Nagoya's trying to keep Karakatsalis in on Gilded Youth, but Lil Elsa sprints quickly, and at the 250, Lil Elsa about 2 lengths clear. Gilded Youth on the outside battles on, as does Mystical Magic, but Lil Elsa, she's pretty good. It's 3 out of 3. Gilded Youth hitting the line well. Mystical Magic battling home, but this is a big win, Lil Elsa. Lil Elsa from a photo between Gilded Youth and Mystical Magic from Darcy Vargas in a photo for 4th, with Island Swing on its inside, then Red Aspect, Nagoya and Manitar and Mimes the last couple. Well, Paul Sutherland knew what he was doing there. He decided to run Lil Elsa in the 1100 rather than on paper the weaker race 3, but he said on radio this morning that he thought Lil Elsa might be better suited against horses such as Gilded Youth and Island Swing, etc., Nagoya, who were all resuming, and he'd have a fitness edge with the filly, and his judgment proving 100% correct. Gilded Youth just ran out of ground, and he's looking for longer. Here are numbers 3, 1, 9 and 6. Number 3, Lil Elsa by Lion Hunter from Fanina, Paul Sutherland for Mr. D. McKellar and Jeff Penzer aboard. 1, Gilded Youth second, a Gilded Time Gilding, Frank Cleary, Con Karakatsanis, and 9 third, Mystical Magic battled on well by Truly Time, Joe Culbert training here, Jay Ford aboard, and 6 ran 4th, Darcy Vargas. The time 103.59 is a new class record. It betters Lord Revoke's previous on a dead track of 103.96. Another very quick sectional, 33.51. They ran 30, or Ergonet ran 33.36. Dance Hero went 33.94, and this filly has run 33.51. So 2 wins at Wyong at her first 2, and into the big smoke with a happy result for all concerned. And officially, she paid $4.70 and $1.70. Number 1, $1.40. Number 9, $6.60. The Quinella, $5.80. Exacta, $13. Trifecta, $233.80. The first 4, $2,016.60. And the special div on the extra double has paid $4.10. The winning margin was 4 lengths with a half head between second and third.
Okay, Chris, thank you. The Anna Karlovna handicap, 1,400 metres. Scratchings of 2, 5, 9, 10 and 13 in this. And a field of 9 to run. Down the board, Conscription, $4.50. Smart Young Lady, $5.10. La Sierra News, the elected, $3. Shadari, $14. Nalotra, $15. And Eden Gold, $50. Chambray Moore, $26. Geldamore, $6.60. Belascal, $12. Now, I can report that La Sierra News is a very, very solid favourite on track. It's in half a point clear favourite. It's been the best backed. It's at $3. La Sierra News dropping back in grade. It was beaten 4.5 lengths in the Group 3 Tristark over the Spring Racing Carnival at Caulfield behind Infinite Grace, and was beaten 2.5 lengths by Magic Katumbler in a longer race on Cup Day. We've got $4.50 Conscription. It's been a drifter. $5.10 Smart Young Lady for Thomas Campbell, a winner at Wagga Wagga in a Class 5 3 runs ago, and a firmer Geldamore number 12 on track. It's in 2.5 points on course. Geldamore. Danny Nikolic aboard. So this field just about right. We await on Nalotra and Eden Gold and Geldamore. La Sierra News, the elect in blue, white V, red sleeves and cap for Tony McAvoy, looking for 3 winners today. Brady Cross aboard takes the 3 kilos off. So it's got the 54.5. Now Geldamore on screen now, about to be called up for our viewers. Geldamore in the blue gold star and epaulets, blue and gold star cap. Perfect day for racing here in Melbourne. Forecast for around 23 degrees. Perfect. And Eden Gold will be the last to move in the yellow and purple. Anna Karlovna handicap, 1,400 metres. Conscription drawn the inside. Standing okay, and Eden Gold will be the last. So the 45 starts for 5 wins. In it goes, and the field is set. 270 La Sierra News in red, white and blue. They're ready. 1,400. 4th events. Set to run. And they're racing at Sandown. Now Lotra from the outside away quickly with an Eden Gold. Smart young lady. Conscription the inside, not far away.